ela quer vir pra minhas áreas de novo. Sempre me liga mais de 11 da noite, acho melhor não ter. Isso se repete tipo um ciclo vicioso. Ela quer vir pra minhas áreas de novo. Sempre me liga mais de 11 da noite, acho melhor não ter. Isso se repete tipo um ciclo vicioso. Pior que ela ganha.
So here I am, guys, just thinking that it's just about to be another regular day. Just here brushing my teeth and vibing out to some music. And then I realized that I got a message from my apartment complex in my emails that has me really excited. Alright guys, so yeah, my hair looks a little busted because I just washed it. This is kind of a mini vlog slash talk to me nice this week because I was in bed thinking about if I could gear up the courage for cook some stew peas, which I've never done before because I'm craving Jamaican food that much. And the heavens open and the apartment complex and everybody a message to say that there is a Jamaican food truck downstairs today. So I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna see what they have. I'm gonna check out their food. We're gonna rate that food, right? All right, so let's do this. I was so worried that I was going to be late and I wouldn't catch a food truck, but look here, I made it. So it's called Kobe's Kitchen. We're gonna see what they have and we're going to try some Jamaican food today. On their menu, it says that they have jerk chicken, fried chicken, curry chicken, sweet chili chicken, oxtails, fried shrimp, and sweet chili shrimp. And we're going to see what it tastes like. We're going to give them a try. Is this the best Jamaican food in Danbury? Is there good Jamaican food in Danbury? Let's check this out. That's the number for them if you guys are ever interested in getting some Jamaican food from this food truck. Yup. Good afternoon. You have everything that you have here? Okay. Tell me some one serving of oxtail leaf, please. Yes, I'll take it. I can get an oxtail mix up. May I have a fried chicken and oxtail mix with rice and peas? White rice. Rice and peas, please. I'll take the large. Can I get leg and thigh? Okay. Do you have soup? Huh? You have soup? No soup. Okay. Where do you guys normally stay? You can serve him first, it's fine. Just check to see if it's reflecting. Or can you check now or no? I sent it, it went through. He heard it. Okay, so you guys based in Bronx, you said? You're not in Danbury? Sometimes, on the weekend we're here. Oh, where do you park when you're here on the weekend? Because I'm... Follow this. Scan the QR code. Okay. So you over there, wherever we are. Alright guys, we have the goods. I gotta try this out and see what it go on with. See if the food truck lifestyle here we can follow up. Alright guys, so I'm back home now with my food from the Jamaican food truck and nobody no more excited than me because there aren't any good Jamaican places in Danbury. So far I've managed to locate two. One of them I was told nobody ever go there because it's trash. And then the other one, I went into the mall and they have a restaurant in there that I will not be naming because, yeah, cannot afford the liability. But anyways, they gave me oxtails with rice and peas and plantains and it was quite underwhelming to say the least. I'm gonna bother them, but just throw it away. It was a waste of my money. Oh, I asked for oxtail with fried chicken there as well and the lady charged me extra for the fried chicken because apparently they don't mix meats, which is weird because one, she was a Indian with a Caribbean accent, but she was obviously not Jamaican, and two, which Jamaican restaurant mix meat? I mean, me know the mall rent expensive and it have to pay, but yeah, you're doing yourself a disservice by doing that. Anyways, so this food truck today was a pleasant little surprise for me. So I went downstairs and I got it's fried chicken with oxtail mix because I got the last of the oxtail. Now tell me, said the doll not lucky. I am so lucky. So I'm gonna open it up now and look at it. So that's fried chicken with oxtail. There's some rice and peas and some steamed cabbage with mixed vegetables. At first glance, it looks good. It's a large meal, so it's very weighty for a large meal. The fried chicken smell good, oxtail smell good. Have the right color because I see some light skin oxtail. People of YouTube land, this is what oxtail is supposed to look like. It's supposed to darker than me, like a heavy dark chocolate color. And the fried chicken looks good as well. Alright, Zine. My only complaint so far, well, two things. One, they're cash or Zelle. They don't take cards, which, I mean, in the US, I mean, Zelle is the most popular thing now, but there are some people who want to use cards. And while I was there for about 15 minutes, two persons had to go away because they didn't have cash or Zelle. So that may be something they want to look into, to have a card machine as well. Or maybe that's outdated, I don't know. And then the lady give me a hot thing. You know what the hot thing put me the mind of? Oh, remember Alice the other day who did drink the hot beer with salt? That's how me feel. It's a good thing say outside cool and I have ice in my fridge. So here's the tea. It tastes like them did have it long time. None of the little carbonation not even in there, I don't know. But it tastes like tin. I don't know. Alright, so let's try this food now and see what I want for it, right? Try the fried chicken. I will not put in no ketchup, no nothing on it. Tastes good. The rice nice and shelly. The cabbage is good as well. It's definitely good. I'm gonna try the oxtail now. Fall off the bone pretty easily. But Houston, we have a problem. So you remember 1 minute ago when me tell you say I saw oxtail must dark? They use browning in their oxtail and I think it was a little bit too much browning. But not so much that you're not gonna eat it, you know, because oxtail expensive, it have to eat. But because we kind of know browning, it's a little bitter on the back end, but it's fine. The fried chicken is good though. So their name is Kobe's Kitchen. I'm going to be posting the truck and the number, and so y'all can support them if you're in Danbury and you feel like you want some Jamaican food. And by the way, my friends and family from New York, don't come for me because Kobe's Kitchen is from New York and they're here in Danbury, okay? So there is that. The people are venturing out. Danbury will get there one day. I hope to do a video in 5 years when Danbury have 10 Jamaican restaurants. I'm gonna pick and choose and try all of them and tell you how all of them taste. Anyways, guys, we're going to do a little talk to me nice as well today. Alright guys, just wanted to give you a follow-up on the Jamaican food that I had yesterday. It was good. It was really good. Aside from the little browning issue, I enjoyed it. I split it in two, had the rest of it this morning, and it was just as good. I personally would give them an 8 out of 10. It was delicious. The rice was shelly, the chicken was well seasoned, the oxtail was seasoned well as well. It's just a little bit too much browning. And I personally don't even like steamed vegetables that much, but I enjoyed that too. They're called Kobe's Kitchen, and for all the Jamaicans who are living in a part of Connecticut, that does not have a plethora of Jamaican options, they usually come to Danbury on a weekend. So if you follow their page on Instagram, you can follow them, see where they are, and go get some delicious Jamaican food. Hi everyone, happy Sunday to you all. It is a beautiful fall Sunday in my neck of the woods, although the temperature is 4 degrees Celsius. And as a person from the Caribbean, me don't know where that I go. But we're also now off daylight savings, so we've fallen back an hour, and so I'm doing the video a little bit earlier today. I am capitalizing on the sunshine. All right, so for today, I'm not going to be cooking today. Yay! We're just going to be making some coffee, and then we're going to talk to me nice, right? So there's no special way to make coffee. Everybody has their way, their little secrets. Like for example, my grandmother in Jamaica, whenever she was making her coffee, instead of using any form of like cow's milk or whatever, or creamer, that's the word, she would use coconut milk with a teaspoon of sugar and a pinch of salt. Now, a lot of people never even knew that salt could go in coffee, but it was delicious. At the time though, I personally couldn't care less for coffee. It was just dark and bitter, never see the purpose, right? And now I am officially a coffee drinker, just like my granny. I started drinking about a year ago, and yeah, I know people going to come with all, oh, it can cause tachycardia, blah, blah, blah. Well, it can make you dead. Anything you do can kill you, right? Okay, so for my coffee here today, I use Nescafe. I like it way better than Maxwell House, if you ask me. And I put some pumpkin spice oat milk, and I'm going to be using a little vanilla oat milk as well. The doll is lactose intolerant, and I personally don't like how boxed or canned coconut milk tastes in my coffee, so I don't use it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of hazelnut creamer as well. There we go, that's the sugar. We're sweeten it now. I filled the cup up a little bit too much, but can never have too much coffee. Oh yes, that right there, perfection. And then, you know, for the decoration, we're going to add a little bit of whipped cream. Now, as much as I just said I'm lactose intolerant, this is where a little whipped cream goes a long way. Alright, so now I'm done making my delicious cup of coffee, and here's what she looks like. We're going to taste her now with the whipped cream and see what I want. When I say love in a cup, this is it. Delicious. Alright, so on this episode of Talk to Me Nice, we are going to be talking about a topic that is very near and dear to everybody's heart, right? How do I protect my partner? Alright, get your mind out of your gutter. That's not what I'm talking about. Today, we're at that time of the year, and I'm not talking about Christmas, I'm not talking about Thanksgiving, I'm not even talking about fall and the fact that it is coughing season and everybody needs a warm body. What I am talking about today is that it is flu season. No. In every single report there is, will tell you that the number one way to protect yourself, your partner, and your family during this time of the year that is flu season is to wash your hands. And yeah, it seems simple, and yeah, how dare you come and tell us this, but by the rate of between 10 to 50 million people catching the flu from others every year, it's obviously says someone who don't care about washing your hands. Hand washing is the most important thing you can ever do to protect yourself, your family, your friends, and even the strangers who you don't care about from catching any form of disease, whether it be caused by bacteria, a virus, or a fungus. Now, we're going to start talking about hand washing. The first thing, if you're in a space where you have a pipe and you can wash your hands, according to the CDC, you should try to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. And I am going to do a video of it showing you how to do that right now. Alright everyone, so now we're going to do a little hand washing, right? So here I have my pipe, I have my soap, and I have my hand towel to dry my hands afterwards. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the pipe on. Now I prefer not to touch a public pipe with my hand unless it's a screw pipe, but most places now are non-touch surfaces where they have an infrared thing where you can just swipe and it comes on. Cool? Alright. First thing we're going to do is to wet our hands. So we wet our hands thoroughly so we can work up a lather with the soap. I am using my dish soap, do not judge me. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to turn the pipe off just so we don't waste water, and we're going to get our hands into a beautiful lather. Now how do we lather our hands properly for hand washing? We do the front, we do the back, we do in between the fingers and the thumb, don't forget your thumb, and in between the fingers and the thumb again. And just as important as every other part of your hand, you have to make sure that you get all of the crud from underneath your nails as well. Now this is not a surgical hand washing, this is just everyday hand washing. And it might seem like a long process, but in truth and in fact, it shouldn't take more than 20 to 30 seconds to get through this. Or, as the CDC likes to say, the equivalent of 2 of the happy birthday songs, right? Not the Stevie Wonder version, the boring funeral sounding version, like this. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Now that you've done that, you can rinse off your hands. So I'm going to turn on the pipe again, and we're just going to make sure we get rid of all that soap that is on our hands. I personally don't rub my hands together after I lather them, but that's just a personal thing. If you like to do that, then kudos to you, right? Alright, so now that we're done washing our hands, we're going to take a piece of hand towel. We're going to dry all of the surfaces, especially in between our fingers. Do the same for the other hand. And we're going to use the hand towel to turn the pipe off. Cool? As easy as that. So a proper hand washing session takes no more than 30 seconds. Now I know we live in a world where we're not trying to be anybody's savior, especially for people that we don't know. But just imagine taking 30 seconds out of your day to save as many lives as possible. That would mean you're the real hero, right? Cool. If we can wash our hand for save a little life, let's do it now. So now, some of the times or the places where hand washing is important are these. After you deal with any animals, after you use the bathroom, before touching any form of food, before putting your hands on your face to touch your eyes, your nose, your mouth, or even your ears, or even for scratch your head. You want to be sure that you're using clean hands to do that. And while that's for you, you want to make sure that if you're touching somebody else, if you're assisting somebody else, you're doing it with clean hands too. Now, I have been on the train. And you know, when you're in New York, anything goes when you're on those trains. But a person sneezes on the train, then touches the rails, or sits on the seat and touches the seat. You, unbeknown, go on the train, sit where that person sat, held on to the rails, touch a seat, and now you are contaminating yourself with their germs, and you could possibly pass that on to somebody as well. So you also want to be sure that you, whatever surfaces you touch outside or inside of your environment, you are washing your hands after you do so. Now, What if I'm in a space where I don't have soap and water to wash my hands? What can I do? The CDC also says that you should have a hand sanitizer. You can use that and make sure your hand rub lasts for 10 to 20 seconds, and it's the same process. You want to make sure you get the back and the front of your hands in between. It's going to be a little bit hard to clean under your nails then, but you should also try to do that as well and make sure it's dry, right? You want to make sure that after you do your hand rub, your hands are dry before you touch anything else or touch yourself. Cool? You don't have to wait for your hands to look dirty to think you need to do a hand wash. You need to do it at any point, at any time if you're concerned. And from today on, you're going to be like, I don't think my hands are dirty, but what would Mitty do? She would wash her hands, she would sanitize her hands. If you don't have hand sanitizer either, a lot of people carry wipes. You can use the wipes to wipe your hand as well. And if you cannot wash, wipe, or sanitize, please wait until you get to somewhere where you can do one of those 3 things before you do any form of interaction that can cause you to contaminate or possibly infect yourself or others. We have to care about each other. It's just the natural, normal thing to do. Now, for all of those seeking to get a partner for cuffing season, you have to make sure that you protect your partner by washing your hands as well, right? If you have a cold, probably should stay away. If you want to sneeze, sneeze into your elbow, right? That way you don't contaminate your hands any at all. Now men, especially men who do hard work or trade with their hands, you need to wash your hands properly as well. Because guess what? This is cuffing season, and the girls have said they like a man with clean nails. Which means that if you are not washing your hands, not only are you at risk of killing the human race, you won't be able to produce any either. Get it? Alright, I digress. All with the jokes. We want to be sure that for this flu season that is just about starting, we protect ourselves, our families, our friends, and even the strangers that we do not know. So, wash your hand now. It's just that easy. Alright? Now you have a happy Sunday, and it was so nice chatting with you today on Talk to Me Nice.